Your dog is not pulling because it wants to annoy you. It pulls because it has learned one powerful rule. Pulling gets it closer to smells, dogs, people, and exciting places. To fix leash pulling, we must reverse that rule. A loose leash means the walk continues. A tight leash means the walk pauses. Staying near the owner earns rewards. Section 1. The Golden Rule. From today, your dog learns that the fastest way to move forward is not pulling harder, but keeping the leash loose. Consistency is everything. If pulling works sometimes, your dog will keep trying it, but if the same rule happens every time, the new walking habit becomes clear. Section 2. Right gear. Use a regular leash around 1.5 to 2 meters long. Avoid retractable leashes during training because they often teach dogs to pull into tension. Choose a well-fitted harness, especially for strong pullers. A front clip harness can help guide the dog back toward you without needing harsh corrections. Keep small, soft treats in a waist pouch so you can reward quickly. Pick one short walking cue, like let's go, close, or follow. Hit type, avoid choke collars, prong collars, leash jerks, and yelling. Kind reward-based training teaches your dog what to do without creating pain, fear, or extra excitement. Section 3, check-in training. Start indoors or in a quiet yard. Stand still, hold the leash loosely, and wait for your dog to look at you by choice. The moment your dog looks at you, say yes and reward immediately. Timing matters because the dog needs to know exactly which behavior earned the treat. Repeat this many times until your dog learns. Looking at the owner makes good things happen. The simple check-in skill becomes the foundation for loose leash walking. Do not force attention. Let the dog discover that checking in is useful. Over time, random glances become a strong habit during real walks. Section 4, stop when tight. Start walking with your cue. When your dog walks near you with a loose leash, praise and reward that good position. If your dog moves too far ahead, catch it early. The moment the leash becomes tight, stop walking. Stay calm, stay quiet, and do not jerk the leash. When your dog turns back, steps closer, or makes the leash loose again, mark it, reward it, and continue walking. Loose leash restarts the walk. The rule is simple. Pulling pauses the adventure, while a loose leash turns the adventure back on. Your dog learns through the result of its own choice. At first, reward often. Even 3 or 5 loose leash steps are worth celebrating because you're building a brand new walking habit. Never drag the dog back to you. Just stop, wait, and reward the moment the leash softens. Calm repetition makes the rule easier to understand. If your dog wants to sniff a bush, that bush can become the reward. Pulling locks the reward. A loose leash unlocks it. Every time you follow a pulling dog, you accidentally teach that pulling works. Every time you stop, you teach the opposite. Loose leash is the way forward. With enough practice, many dogs begin to adjust their speed by themselves. They learn that staying closer keeps the walk moving and makes life more fun. Section 5, turn around. For very excited dogs, stopping may not be enough. Use direction changes to bring the dog's focus back to you. When your dog rushes ahead and the leash is about to tighten, say the dog's name, give a turn cue, and walk the opposite way. Do not yank the dog around. Turn your own body clearly and cheerfully. When the dog follows and catches up, praise and reward immediately. Practice turns like a game, call, turn, reward. The more fun it feels, the more your dog wants to stay connected to your movement. Use turning before the dog explodes toward a distraction. If the situation is already too intense, create more distance and make the exercise easier. Section 6, train with temptations. Once your dog improves in easy places, add a controlled reward like a toy, a food bowl smell, a friend, or an interesting scent spot. Place the temptation a few meters away. Walk toward it only while the leash stays loose. If the dog pulls, stop and call it back. When the dog returns and the leash becomes loose, move forward again. The dog learns that calm walking, not pulling, is what opens access to the reward. If your dog reaches the temptation on a loose leash, let it sniff, play, or greet. Access to real-life rewards is often more powerful than food. Treats are useful, but they are not the only reward. Sniffing, greeting, moving forward, and exploring can all reinforce loose leash walking. Section 7, controlled sniffing. Many dogs pull because they do not get enough chances to use their nose. Sniffing is mental exercise, not wasted time. Divide the walk into 2 modes. Mode 1 is close walking with a loose leash and rewards. Mode 2 is go sniff within loose leash range. Say go sniff and let your dog explore, but only while the leash remains soft. Sniffing is allowed. Dragging you is not. A useful pattern is 30 to 60 seconds of close walking, followed by 20 to 30 seconds of sniffing if the leash stays loose. When sniffing needs are met in a controlled way, many dogs pull less. They no longer need to fight the leash to reach every interesting smell. Section 8, the 4-week plan. In week 1, train at home or in the yard. Do 2 or 3 short sessions each day, 5 to 10 minutes each. Practice check-ins, 3 to 5 loose leash steps, stopping when the leash tightens and rewarding the dog for returning when called. Do not focus on walking far yet. Week 1 is about teaching the rules in an easy environment where your dog can succeed. In week 2, train in front of the house or another low distraction place, walk short distances and reward frequently, especially every few good steps. Keep using stop and wait when the dog pulls and use turns when the dog rushes ahead. Short, clear sessions are better than long, messy walks. In week 3, add mild distractions, distant bikes, walkers, faraway dogs, or smellier areas. If pulling increases, the environment is too difficult. Move farther away from distractions and try again at an easier distance. A dog can only learn when it is calm enough to think. From week 4 onward, reduce food rewards gradually. Move from rewarding every few steps to every 10 or 20 steps, while using praise, sniffing, and forward motion too. Still give a big reward when your dog checks in around distractions. Those difficult moments are where strong habits are truly built. Section 9, common mistakes. The biggest mistake is following the dog when it pulls. If pulling gets the dog where it wants to go, pulling will continue. Fix it by stopping or changing direction every time the leash tightens. During training, no tight leash should successfully move the walk forward. Another mistake is using a retractable leash. It often creates constant tension, so the dog learns that pulling pressure is part of normal walking. Use a regular leash during training so the difference between loose and tight is clear. Clear equipment makes the lesson much easier. Avoid repeated leash jerks. Jerking can cause pain, fear, frustration, or even more excitement, and it does not teach the dog what to do instead. Training somewhere too difficult too soon is another common problem. Start at home, then the yard, then the front of the house, then quiet streets, and later busier places. If several family members walk the dog, everyone must follow the same rule. A loose leash moves forward, a tight leash stops or changes direction. Section 10, the 10-minute session. Start with 1 minute of check-ins. Stand still and reward your dog whenever it chooses to look at you. Next, spend 3 minutes walking in a quiet area. Reward loose leash steps often so the dog understands exactly which position you like. Then spend 2 minutes practicing stops. When the leash tightens, pause calmly. When it loosens, reward and restart the walk. Spend the next 2 minutes practicing turns. Call the dog, say your turn cue, change direction, and reward when the dog follows you. But use the final 2 minutes for controlled sniffing. Say go sniff and let the dog explore as long as the leash remains loose. And while the dog is still doing well, do not wait until it is tired, frustrated, or overstimulated. A short, successful session builds confidence. Section 11, when to get help. Contact a positive trainer if your dog pulls so strongly that you cannot control it safely or if it has made you fall. Also get help if your dog lunges at cars, dogs, or people, or barks, growls, and reacts intensely on walks. Professional support is not failure. It makes training safer.